China's military has just launched drills around Taiwan and deployed mysterious barges in the Taiwan Strait. Is this just about Taiwan, or is something larger at play? Welcome to the channel Mighty Trumpet. At the same time, the US is ramping up preparations for a potential strike on Iran. With tensions running high in the Middle East, some are asking, is China creating a distraction?
China, Russia, and Iran aren't official allies, but they've been coordinating pressure on the US from all sides. To uncover the truth behind the sudden and suspicious military activities by China, we need to find answers to 6 key questions. 1. Is China coordinating with Russia to distract the US? China and Russia have been growing increasingly aligned strategically, especially since the invasion of Ukraine. While they are not formal allies, they often coordinate their timing and pressure points to keep the US and its allies spread thin. Russia invades Ukraine, 2022, China ramps up pressure on Taiwan at the same time, for example Pelosi visit fallout. US increases support for Ukraine and Israel, 2024 to 2025, China conducts aggressive Taiwan Strait drills. China and Russia hold joint naval exercises in East Asia, sending signals to the US Indo-Pacific Command. So yes, it's plausible that China is turning up the heat around Taiwan to distract US forces and attention from the Middle East, where an attack on Iran may be under consideration. 2. Why would China want to help Iran? While China and Iran are not deep military allies, they share overlapping interests. A 25-year strategic partnership focused on energy, infrastructure, and military exchange. A common goal of weakening US influence in the Indo-Pacific and Middle East. Mutual opposition to US-led global norms, especially on sanctions, trade routes, and tech control. By forcing the US to divert naval forces to the Taiwan Strait or the South China Sea, China indirectly helps Iran by reducing America's immediate firepower and focus in the Persian Gulf. 3. Is the US being stretched too thin? This is perhaps Washington's biggest concern. Ukraine, ongoing support with weapons and intelligence. Israel, diplomatic backing and limited military support in the Red Sea. Iran, possible preparations for strikes or retaliation. Taiwan, facing drills, barge movements, and encirclement rehearsals. The US Navy and Air Force are powerful, but not unlimited. By creating multiple flashpoints, Russia, China, and Iran may be attempting to divide US assets, attention, and strategic decision-making. 4. Could this be a trap or strategic feint? Absolutely possible. Suppose the US overcommits resources to East Asia due to rising tensions over Taiwan, and China never intends to invade. In that case, Iran and its proxies could gain a clearer operational window in the Gulf. Or the reverse could be true, Iran may provoke the US to draw its focus, while China uses the moment to test Taiwan's defenses or international resolve. Either way, they're working from a playbook of distraction and exhaustion. 5. Is China testing the pulse of the US in the context of multiple emergencies? As the United States faces significant challenges both domestically and internationally, China may view this as an opportunity to advance its interests in the Pacific. The imposition of tariffs on other nations and the withdrawal of funding from the UN and various countries could signal an economic crisis in the US. If this situation persists, the US may struggle to maintain its status as a global superpower. Typically, the US finds it difficult to manage multiple missions simultaneously. For instance, if the US were to declare war on Iran, it would likely have trouble focusing on the Indo-Pacific region. As a result, China might be testing the vulnerabilities of US power to further its ambitions regarding Taiwan. 6. What should the US and Taiwan be aware of? Don't overreact to noise, but don't ignore warning signs. Maintain flexible deployment strategies that can scale up or down quickly. Stay alert for coordinated actions by Iran-backed groups, like Hezbollah or the Houthis, Russian maneuvers in Europe, and Chinese movements in the Pacific. Strengthen communication with allies like Japan, South Korea, Australia, and India, partners who could help share the burden if the US is drawn into the Middle East. In this context, India can do more to rein in the dragon from the Himalayas. So Taiwan must come in strategic partnership. India, whose support in various fields can help controlling the dragon. China, Russia, and Iran may not have a formal alliance, but they benefit when US attention is divided and its forces are overstretched.
Anyway, the present script may strategic tactics by China and Russia to divert the attention of US from Iran. And if you found this analysis insightful, Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss a deep dive into global power moves like this one. Thank you.